Okay, so last time that we were working on stuff, just kind of a breakdown of the project, is we should have, our title of our project, our name, and then we had to put, we had 20 foods, 3 from each category. All right, so kind of like that. So we have our 20 foods. We got our location. We got sort of pictures of our location. We got our building. We have our length and width of our building. And we have one famous landmark nearby and the name of our restaurant. Okay. So this is kind of what we've done so far in the project. Now, step 3 of the project is now we need to make our floor plan for the project. So now we need to put together a floor plan. So we need to design. How you want to go about making a floor plan? I mean, you can use a website, I found like various websites that then have like tutorial videos. I mean, you could use one. There's like a Room Sketcher, for example, or, one I found as well is called Floor Plan Creator, So, I mean, there's various things you can use there online. Or you can just make it by hand and then take a picture of it. I'm having the kids in class make them by hand. So, in all fairness, I find that to be easier. But if you want to use a program, you can do it too. The only problem is if you use the program, you need to take screenshots of whatever you make and then send them to me when we turn the project before fall break. So you do need to take screenshots of what you've done and send it to me. There's ways to send the project to me, like share it with me, but it never works. So let's take screenshots. All right. So how you make a floor plan? Well, a floor plan is like this. Okay. So you can see how in this floor plan, it's it's above view. So you're looking like down on top of the building. So you're looking kind of straight down. And you have your walls. Make sure you kind of measure out your walls. So for example, if your top wall here is like 90 feet, make sure that's labeled 90. Make sure the bottom one's labeled 90 if it's also 90. Make sure the sides are labeled correctly, like is it 60 feet? Okay. And then you gotta make sure everything's a scale. Okay, so everything needs to be the scale. So for example, if you make like a little box for a bathroom and it turns out your little box for a bathroom was only like a 2 feet by 2 feet box, well, obviously that's not going to work for a bathroom. You're doing a bathroom for a restaurant. It's not going to be like a 2 feet by 2 feet box. It doesn't even work out like your home house. So make sure you have your correct dimensions. Make sure everything's to scale. As that, you're going to kind of make something just like this. You got your walls in there. You got your doors in there. You're going to have your kitchen when you make your restaurant. So you got to set up a kitchen area. You got to set up an eating place in it. Now, obviously, this is for, this is for a house and not a restaurant, but we're just using this as an example. So you got to make sure, of course, you design kind of your kitchen area. As I said, make sure you design your eating area. All right. So you got to make sure those things are kind of designed and put in there. And also bathrooms. You got to make sure you got a bathroom too. Very important. Okay. I mean, that's pretty much about it. So make your design either by hand or you can use a program to help you out. Make sure the dimensions are correct. So make sure the scale is correct. So, in my building, for example, it was an 85 feet by 30 feet building. Okay, when you make your design, it's got to be in those dimensions. If it's not in those dimensions, then that's going to be a problem. So you got to make sure it stays to scale. Okay, so go ahead and work on that part of the project. If you're not done with step 2 yet, finish step 2 before you move on to step number 3.